Country wives wear a lot of hats in their daily lives. They work hard and make a big contribution to the success of their farm or ranch. Her eyes have teared up from the smoke and burning stench of hair. The vaccine gun is ready as she steps around with care. The watchword for the day is look out, don't get in the way, move quick, step back before the calf is turned loose in the fray. Like dirty laundry, work is piled up high at branding time. If she'd been smart, she'd be back in the house out of the grime. A tally book sways from her belt and string that is secure. A careless effort means it will end up in fresh manure. Each critter that is handled must be tallied in this book and listed bull or heifer. If she later takes a look to find that she got mixed up and her numbers could be wrong, she won't admit a thing, just smile and nod to get along. The chaos of the calf choir drowns out any spoken word. Most comments drift south on the breeze before they can be heard. All actions of the crew are swift, coordinated well, like bovine barnyard ballet with a low-bred down-home smell. Like most assembly lines, the time comes when there's a break. She takes off at a sprint up to the house where she will make the final plan for food to feed this hungry makeshift crew. She's done it many times before and knows just what to do. The jumbo coffee urn is full and working like it should. The roasts are in the oven and have started smelling good. A bushel of potatoes crowds the oven's inner space. A mental tally says not all the men will have a place to sit up to the table. This won't cause a serious flap. They'll sit down in the living room and eat off of their lap. She figured out a head count like the numbers in her book, then added 10 to be sure there's enough of what she'll cook. Unwritten rules of country custom dictate how and when the food will be presented to this hungry horde of men. Her promptness is important. It's high noon when food is laid upon the groaning table, and of course, it's all homemade. The men are washed up, yet they wait politely to be called. They're lined up just like cattle when the hay is being hauled to feed stock in the winter. With a "Y'all come and sit," the doorway fills with hungry appetites that crowd to fit into the eating spaces. Chair legs scrape linoleum floor. Like fine dust, silence settles on the scene of warm rapport. There's no talking. Only sounds of forks and knives are clear. When hunger has been handled, words begin to reappear. Amusing jokes and stories share the table with dessert. A bachelor takes a ribbing, turns the color of his shirt. Throughout the conversations, she makes sure they all eat well. The coffee flows and refueled serving dishes boast and swell with hospitality. This kitchen whirlwind's found a gear somewhere between exhaustion and her pride. Today, a mere blip on the screen of life brings thinking where you don't complain. Between her trips, she eats while standing up in her domain.
The wrangling of the horses, it's the start of another day. Smell the bacon and coffee with a hint of leather and sage. The days are getting shorter, so we pulled our saddles up tight. Someone grabbed his pony's head and turned us both outside.